Hello indie game fans! If you've been following along on the channel, you will immediately know which game this footage is from, so we'll get into that in a little bit, but we do have an awesome slate of new indie games with aliens, robots, and fuzzy animals in the top 10 best indie games this week. The high-bit pixel art roguelike RPG Star Renegades has been the indie game that I was most excited for this year, and having gotten hands-on, this comes highly recommended. This is almost Darkest Dungeon-like in nature, but not as punishing, since you do only lose characters when all party members are dead, but there is a camping mechanic and even a nemesis system. Very clever turn-based timeline combat system as well, and a must-play in the game for sure. After being delayed a number of times, in the Smash Bros Bounty Battle finally launches, and with it comes this amazing animated trailer that showcases but a selection of the heroes available. We do have representatives from Guacamelee, Owlboy, Darkest Dungeon, Dead Cells, Flinthook, Blasphemous, and more, and I do love the breadth of indie games that we have had over the years for this to be a thing. Not sure what style of platform fighter this is, whether it's trying to knock opponents off the level or simply depleting their health, but hopefully this controls well and is fun to play. A pleasant looking curiosity this week is the open world RPG Swords and Magic and Stuff. This has a nice developer story in that this was made with the developer's wife and daughter in mind, wanting to create a family-friendly RPG that they can all play together. Hence this has an adorable aesthetic, but hopefully is a deep enough RPG as well. It supports up to 8 players online on Steam, with elements such as mining, woodcutting, and of course, good old questing and slaying monsters, and I do love it for the backstory alone.
The Hive cities of Necromunda. It is a place where only the strong can endure, and no one prospers. Except, of course, those at the very top.
This one comes with an asterisk since Necromunda Underhive Wars is from a good-sized studio and is being published by Focus Home and is using the Warhammer license, so definitely more on the AA side of things, but it does look pretty good. This is a tactical RPG where you control gang members and fight over power, wealth, survival, and honor. This is interesting because you have free reign and movement of your character and have to position them strategically, but it is not a grid-based game like XCOM, so there's something new. I got access to the preview build of Cloud Gardens and have to say that it might not be what you were expecting. This is less of a game and more of a sandbox toy, much like Townscaper released earlier this year, where you place plants and watch them grow to cover various dioramas of urban decay, so abandoned buildings, street signs, and so on. There's a certain amount of game to this, where you need to have a certain amount of foliage to unlock the next level, but there's always the sandbox mode with a photo mode as well, and is a chill experience. Covered Moon Raider when it had its Kickstarter campaign, and this pixel art action platformer got my attention with the beautiful art and vibrant colours. Explore the moon in search for a cure for your mother, with shooting, platforming, traversal abilities, secrets, and boss fights galore.
Wake up. It is time, Sai. Whisper their new path to my pupils. They will listen. They will know who you are. You have to make them leave. You have to get them to safety. The water is rising fast and will flood all this. Only you can be their guide, Sai. Only you can help them plan.
The beautiful roguelite strategy game as far as the eye has you leading a band of nomadic animals as they make their way to the center of the world in order to escape danger and for a brighter future. There seems to be some sort of base building aspect which is intriguing, since this is a nomadic caravan, so I'm interested in this alternate take on the roguelite genre.
You will find them hardworking and determined. You will breathe new knowledge into them and surely appreciate their potential to learn as they care deeply for their connection to nature. Through you, they will bring to light ancient ways to get help from spirits. Vagaries may appear on the way, hardening your mission to save them all. And as some may be taken away, some will join the caravan and do part of the way with you. You are the breath that whispers to their ears, the wind that pushes them forward, and your journey, carrying them to me, has just begun.
So, there's a Testudo heavy lifter in just about flyable, if not exactly safe condition, waiting to be scrapped in the boneyard. And I need to be off K-Leg by tonight or the Adeamis are going to cut my hand off. My favourite hand. Problem number one, the thing's got more holes in it than a sieve. Somehow, I'm gonna have to patch it and reflood the O2.
For something a little different and not previously mentioned, Ostranauts is a spaceship life sim where you hire and manage your crew as they work together to keep the ship running while trying to stave off debt collectors as well. This is set in the same universe as Neo Scavenger from 2014, which is fairly popular and has been described as RimWorld but on a ship, which has sparked my interest.
It's just nuclear fusion. I admit, this plan is a little questionable. But if I've learned anything out here, it's that rules are for suckers. Time to go steal a spaceship.
The stylish arcade racer Inertial Drift got a nod previously, and here we are with the release. A drifting-centered racing game that looks super stylish, this one pays tribute to Inertial D and associated media in the space, and is one for fans of the genre. And for a lighter, adorable experience, A Monsters Expedition is an open-world puzzle game that has you exploring a series of islands, using trees to create bridges in order to explore the secrets and intricacies of the land. don't think that it's on the level of difficulty as a Stefan's sausage roll, and lands more on the cozy side of things, but given that it looks like it nails the wonders of exploration, my favourite aspects in all video games, it takes the number 1 spot. To see more of the big picture, check out these awesome videos, and I will see you after the jump.